Hello everyone.
Hi there. This is Lo.
This is Steph, and we are Slango.
Slango, living the language.
Welcome back.
Yeah, we're so happy to have you back, especially after our last episode.
Exactly. On this podcast, we're going to take you on a journey through different languages and cultures.
Because language is life, and Slango is living the language.
But
So, what are we talking about today?
let's find it out.
Okay.
So, today I'm very, very excited because it is going to be slightly different. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I am going to use my business partner knowledge to talk about languages, but how like speaking different languages can affect like our life, or like
And also the way we are affected by the way we speak the languages, and also affected by the languages itself, how we perceive ourselves when we speak different languages and these kind of things. So it will be interesting.
Yeah. So while we were preparing our last podcast, then we were just talking, Lorenzo and I, and we were thinking how interesting it is to notice how you change even your tone when you switch to one language to another. And so Lorenzo started like telling me all these beautiful things about language. I was like, okay, we're gonna do an episode about that.
Okay.
And here we are.
No pressure. No.
So, Lorenzo,
Okay.
tell us a bit what you know about this thing, about like how we perceive languages and how we can be affected by them and all this kind of thing, please.
Okay, yeah. I will try to be quite easy in general, and we will leave you all the references to what I'm saying. Be kind, please. Please be kind with me. So we were saying that the way we speak a language is also influenced in a certain way to the way and when we learn that language, because we associated, that is something that we do unconsciously.
Okay.
We associate an emotional status to the language that we speak.
Right.
It always happens also with bilingual and multilingual kids when they are very, very little and they start learning languages. So they create a language for love and affection that they use maybe with the parents, that they use at home. So that's the language that they will only use when they feel like safe and they want to show affection with to the people they love. And one other language, which is usually the one that they use at school, which is more related to the other people. So it's like the social life language. And the same thing happens also with us, even if we are not maybe bilingual in the same way. So even if we learn languages, let's say maybe later, but you do that kind of association.
Right.
So you decide which language to use for a specific purpose, and also related to the emotional status that you felt while you were learning that.
Okay.
It will, let's say, convey a set of emotion that you will feel, that you will always feel when you will be speaking that language.
Okay.
And also it will reflect in the way you perceive yourself, also unconsciously, and also the way you present yourself while speaking.
Okay.
So, for example, we're speaking English right now, and when I speak in English, I feel quite professional and also clear, clean in my language, and quite straight, direct in what I'm saying. Yeah, and that's how I feel. Like
Okay.
I'm a professional guy.
Yes, you are indeed.
No, I'm joking, but that's the way I perceive myself. On the other hand, when I speak Japanese, I feel like myself very, very, very polite, very humble, and also the tone is different. I will speak to, すみません。何時ですか?
Right.
So, you feel it. That's completely different.
Yeah, that's so interesting. That actually, but you see, like, look at me. Now that I speak English, I'm here like calm and like even my tone changes absolutely. But then,
I'm thinking about when we recorded the same episode in Italian.
If you go and check the same episodes, like in Italian, you will definitely see the difference.
Even if you don't understand the language, you will understand the difference.
Non-verbal. It's so cool. This is so cool.
Yeah, exactly. And also the way we are talking or the gestures and everything.
Yeah. In fact, when I was in London, they were like, okay, can you just speak without using your hand? And I was like, oh, come on, of course I can.
No, I can't.
But English, I could. English,
definitely.
I could, no problem at all. Italian, like, no. I couldn't, because it's part of the way I express myself in that language.
Yeah, it's also non-verbal communication.
Absolutely.
And we use a lot of it without being, let's say, completely aware.
Yeah. So interesting. Is there anything else that you want to share with us or tell us?
Cool. Well, let me think. Oh my god. I'm unprepared about that. Yeah, absolutely. If you, I don't know, maybe have bilingual kids or multilingual kids, please do not worry if they may face, say, issues or problem when they are very little, also between, I don't know, 1 year and 3, but also between the 3 years old and 6 years old, more or less, they may be facing and struggling a lot with the languages. So you may be worried about, okay, they are too slow in learning and speaking, so at the very beginning the problem is more in the vocabulary, not in them being, let's say, able to understand and to be able to speak in the language, because maybe they do not know the rules or anything.
Of course, yeah.
But they're struggling with 2 or more languages at the same time. So the problem for them is also, okay, I have to learn 2 things at the same time. So they are maybe poor in the vocabulary, but no problem at all about the rules. There may be few episodes of code switching.
Yeah.
Because, let's say, communicational efficiency, pardon me, is more important than, let's say, grammar perfection for them. So
that is so
if
true.
If I'm able to express myself and I have to get through the other language to get to the result, they will do that. So maybe the baby is switching, but then consider that from 8 years old, 8-9 years old later, and I repeat, please be kind, because I may be giving you false information. I hope not, because I think I remember it well, but in case we will leave you all the references.
Exactly.
So they, if I'm not wrong, they might be able to speak very, very well in both languages, according also to the different situations. So more formal, informal, more polite, less polite. So don't worry.
I can see like the different approach in parents. Like they can either say, oh my god, no, I'm so scared that my kid is gonna have difficulty in learning multiple languages, and the other was like, no, of course not, it's okay, because they're gonna deal with it. And also, I mean, I read myself something about it, and I don't know if I'm wrong or right, but I read in all the articles I read is that like from 0 to 10, 11 max, like your brain is like a sponge.
Yeah.
maybe they might be a bit late, like talking fluent in maybe the two languages, but they are learning, and this is beautiful, right?
That's it.
Yeah.
And please do not stop speaking the language to your kids, because maybe you want to be helpful or to help them. No. Keep on talking both languages, or also not only the two, but also 3 languages maybe. If the parents are from 2 different nationalities and you're living in another country, let's go on with all the languages.
Like my friends, yes. Also because like you're not just like teaching them a language, you're giving them like a sort of heritage, like they're part of their culture.
Yeah, that's a legacy.
Yeah, right. I met so many people in France, for example, because lots of them from Italian parents, but like when they moved to France, they were so scared that their children, they would have never like been involved completely, and they never taught them Italian.
No,
it's such a pity. It's such a pity, because as I said again, it's not just a language, it's just the whole culture.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Lorenzo.
You're welcome. I hope I gave you.
Guys, we hope that this episode was really interesting for you. For me, it was amazing. Thank you again.
Oh, you're welcome. No worries. No biggie. No, apart from that, I hope it was helpful also for those who are facing the same situation. So let us know if you are struggling with the same issues.
Tell us your experiences.
Absolutely.
And also if you guys think about something that you would love us to talk about, please do. Exactly. Do not hesitate. Absolutely. So guys, thank you for listening again.
Thank you so much for staying with us also through this little journey into linguistics and neuro-linguistics.
For me, it's just like, but we are 2 nerds.
You know.
You know, exactly. Now you know us quite a bit. Right. So guys, to the next episode, I would say.
Absolutely. Say a big goodbye from Lo
and Steph.
And from Slango.
Living the language. Thank you, guys.